Although the final thing that caused some back and shoulder injuries was me foolishly fighting the world champion sumo wrestler and charging him at him at full speed to knock him over, which I did succeed in doing, but
you paid a price for it.
A very, very high price.
Carnivore diet will fix that.
The what? Sorry.
The carnivore diet will fix that.
Look, I like meat. I'm pro meat. I don't think a carnivore diet is going to fix this particular issue. I think
my wife had an injury of 40 years, and it resolved in 2 years on a carnivore diet.
If you just eat steak or something?
Yeah.
I mean,
all beef.
Well, speaking of not pulling out and having lots of children, Catherine, did you get a chance to watch any of the highlights from the Elon Musk Jordan Peterson interview?
Oh my God.
Okay. As someone who does this professionally, I got to say, Jordan Peterson is the best interviewer I have ever seen.
Yeah,
and by that I mean he only talks. I don't want to hear what your interview subject has to say, because Elon Musk doesn't have anything to say. What he has to say is, interesting.
Looking into it.
My son is dead.
Yeah, Elon brought his F game. Well, we've all seen Club Random, right?
Yeah.
That's sort of like Bill's interview style.
Yeah.
Where he just like yells at someone. It's so funny. He if you saw the Bella Thorne episode.
Yeah.
Oh, that was that was incredible.
Where he's like, "Don't you think therapy is fucking stupid?" And she's like, "I was actually like
abused.
One of the most abused like child actors.
I was
ever.
A child star." Yeah.
And he was like, "Not you." Well, that Club Random is great for that reason, because that's his. He just has people on to like hector them, and just some like boring celebrity like Rainn Wilson or someone will come on and he'll be like, "You want to smoke weed?" And they'll be like, "No, I'm actually fucking sober." And he'll be like, "Don't you think that's gay?" but Peterson
is doing the same. Like he takes every opportunity to like Musk is getting ready to say the longest his longest response ever, which is
he's taking the largest intake of breath you've ever heard.
Half a sentence, or he's just be like, "Yeah, I thought about that once," and then like he barely gets that out before Jordan Peterson is like, "The all beef diet cures that."
That was my favorite part. That was my favorite part.
He has a back problem from from trying to do a takedown to the world wrestling champion.
Trying to suck his own dick.
I love Elon's like cool MMA guy stuff.
Yes, I was thinking about you.
I love when he does that. When he's like, "Yeah, I've been in several hundred street fights. I've never trained, but people I've never trained, but people say my grip strength is quite good." It's just like some guy in Joe Rogan's gym let you like tackle him. Some loser who like wants a Cybertruck let you tackle him, and you're like, "I'm actually a black belt. I'm the best at 10 planet jiu-jitsu." But he said he got a back injury from like doing MMA, because he's a world-class fighter. He won't fight Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg would kill him. And he was saying he has to get a surgery for it. And Jordan just goes, "The carnivore diet cures that. It fixes everything."
And he was like, "My wife had a condition for 40 years where she couldn't raise her arm above her head. It resolved itself after she started eating only beef."
Who is she? John McCain?
And then Elon's reactions to that were so funny, because like, this is like Jordan Peterson is glazing him like no one else on the earth.
It's so uncomfortable.
The absolute contempt that Elon Musk has for him, because he just goes, "Yeah, I don't think that's the." I don't think he goes, "Yeah, you just eat steak. I mean, I'm a fan of meat, but I don't think that's would fix the issue." And he's like, "No, my wife is better now. She can clap."
He tried to basically tell Elon in so many words that like his wife's pussy is better than ever from only eating beef. He was like, "It's provided amazing physical results. Believe me." And it was a really gross thing.
She was never a squirter. But eating beef was cured that.
I love playing the violin on her now.
It's been said that I would win gold medal in the lesbian pussy eating Olympics. And I think steak for that.
She smell like Wagyu beef.
What if there was a white professor in the NFL?
6'5". 220. No, there will be white cornerbacks again in the NFL if we adopt the carnivore diet.
Carnivore diet solves all of it.
Carnivore diet solves the problem of white cornerbacks.
It was so like anything Elon said, he was like, no, I've like talked to doctor. Like I have fucking $100 billion. I went to a doctor, and he's like, no, it's just enzymes. He's such a psycho.
And then the poll from the interview was like the genuinely repellent part where Elon Musk said the woke mind virus killed my son. It's like no, like your son isn't like so. I'm quoting what I saw. It's like your kid isn't dead. You're just a deadbeat. And Elon Musk's daughter has responded on I think Threads or whatever, and it wasn't even like she was like that angry. She was just sort of like, I don't know you. Like what Elon Musk said in the interview is like,
you've chosen not to have a relationship with me because you won't recognize me as a trans woman.
His child was gay and autistic, and he knew they were gay because he said she did things like sing show tunes and pick out outfits for him. And his daughter responding said, I was 4 years old. I wasn't doing anything. What are you talking about? I didn't know show tunes back then.
Like, were you even around then?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's what's so like repulsive about it is like there's me and Hassan watched this conservative comedian, actually the guy from Lady Ballers, Tyler Fisher, the guy who plays the character named Felix.
Oh wow.
Me and Hassan watched his Joe Rogan episode a few weeks ago, and we were really grossed out by it because he's like trying to make this whole like conservative turn because he's like a failed comedian, and
many such cases.
But like throughout that, part of his like whole conservative act is like, oh, well, I was raised by gay parents, and let me tell you, it fucking ruined my life and it fucked me up. And I thought it was so gross because it's like, just the act of like airing your family out.
For really undignified.
Doing it for money and your career and fame is like pretty bad. But when you're like already the richest man on earth and you're just doing it so like Ian Miles Chong likes you more.
Yeah.
Like selling out your family for that is like lowest of the low.
Yeah, the worst returns. Like
your own kids. Like that is you human shit.
Well, and again, you're like a multi-billionaire who's now like essentially attacking your own trans kid. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Now he's saying that his kid is dead.
Yeah.
Like that is stomach turning. And then like, and like you could tell that was like the one point Elon Musk actually wanted to make in this interview, that like my child is dead and was killed by the woke mind virus, even though he probably has her phone. I mean, actually, no, I'm saying that he probably doesn't have her phone number. But like, yeah, you could presumably reach out and talk to your very much still alive child.
Elon Musk needs to be cut off from doing IVF because like really, like it's a national emergency. He cannot be allowed to do more IVF.
Do you know anyone who has, forget like 12 kids, whatever he has now. Do you know anyone who has like 3 kids who has the time to talk to Ian Miles Chong all the time?
Call your kids.
Ostensibly run 2 companies, ostensibly, or 3, and then also play all of Elden Ring with the shittiest build. Something's not being done here. And I think one of the things not being done is any engagement with any of his children at all. Like I'm sorry. Like I've seen what happens when someone has 1 kid. When they have
and they
one
game
kid
too much,
and there are 2 parents, they stop doing anything fun. And he's like, any new thing that comes out, he's doing it.
In addition to just replying on Twitter, like looking into it 200 times a day.
Yeah. No, yeah, he's not doing shit. He takes one picture of one of his IVF kids at once a month, and he's like, I'm here with little Zonathan, showing him a calculator.
Oh, he was using one of his kids. He was like took the kid like on some foreign trip. This was a while back already. Like,
oh right,
he was using that one kid.
Erdogan said, "Where's your wife?"
Yeah. It was like, oh, you think you're scoring points with me? No, you look like a pussy ass bitch for bringing this kid around. Where's your babysitter?
No, he was wearing his new cool jacket when he met Erdogan. Erdogan fucking destroyed him. That was so. I wish Erdogan wasn't such a watermelon seller because he's like, I really want to root for him,
But like, I really love the clip from the interview where like Elon was trying to get his point across about how his kid is dead, and Peterson just bulldozes him to talk about the latest like fucking bird brain thing that's come into his mind about like, you know, in the West, there is the, you know, the dichotomy between male and female, the sacred image is a woman, but with a child. And I've just been thinking lately a lot about if it's an image of a woman without a child, the civilization is very close to the end.
He has so many Seed Blunt thoughts. Like he's like the whole Seed Blunt thing. People don't like. We literally, when we were in high school, when I was in high school, we knew a guy who literally he was one of those guys who makes like shitty rap songs with like a copy of Fruity Loops on you know, like before Chromebooks, and he would always say like, I always get weed with seeds in it because when I smoke the seeds, it makes me more creative.
Those are idea pods.
Yeah, and that like these are this is the exact same type of thinking. He took the long route to get these Seed Blunt ideas. Every time that he's not talking about like a current issue, like a you know, like a regular conservative thing that they're all talking about, it's baffling. He's one of the dumbest people. It's stuff that's like you know, the image of the kid. It sounds like a really stupid person trying to like deconstruct the imagery in like a FromSoft game. It's just the classic image is a man slaying a dragon. Well, what if the dragon had an RFID chip like dogs have now? Isn't that scary?
When you go,
what the fuck are you talking about?
When you go to Arby's and you get the roast beef without the cheese on top, you can tell that it's a society very close to its end.
You need the sacred dichotomy between meat and cheese.
How come
and horsey sauce? They're doing away with it.
The only third gender.
Well, they should sing a song at a funeral. They should sing the last song. They should sing a song when you're born and sing the last song when you die.
Why have you ever considered why there's a happy birthday song, but not a song for when you die?
Why we have a day every year where adults and children try to scare each other? Why do we celebrate the Grinch? He ruined everyone's Christmas. It's bloody awful.
Oh man, don't get into pills out there if you're listening. Please
or
don't.
At least not benzos.
Yeah, not benzos.
That really makes you stupid. It really makes you fucking dumb.